On Saturday morning, Leipzig station was the quietest I've ever seen it. And it was nice watching the last drops of sunrise on the way to Munich, where I had about 3 seconds to make it to another platform. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. But I made it. Made it. The early signs were good, blue skies all the way south, but I still had to choose where to actually head to out of a few spots that I had in mind. And the place that had the best weather forecast, no avalanche warnings, and the best looking webcams that morning was this place, Spitzingsee. I'm probably saying that wrong, but it's See, meaning lake. I don't know where the lake was meant to be, by the way. Pretty disappointing. So good. I've hardly even started, like I've barely left the town at the bottom for like 10 minutes and I already want to stop and shoot the view all the time, so it's a good sign. And so easy, like I just took a, I'm going to regret saying that it was easy, but I just took a train here, coming up a footpath, not really much effort. It's like a perfectly well like maintained and salted footpath. There's people here, there's older people walking it, people with kids walking behind them, people carrying their kids on their back. Yeah, I think this is like exactly what I wanted ever since I left Norway. Like the UK was cold, but for all that cold, like what do you get out of it, you know? You don't get anything, but here when it's cold, glorious. Well, that was more eventful than I thought it would be. Almost had snowfall on me, and then you almost got run over. Nice one. This has been so good. I can't believe how lucky I got with the weather. It's just been clear skies, perfect views, not even that cold, not as cold as I expected. Really nice walks. The light is fading now, which always on the way back down I want to shoot the exact same things again because you get like nice hazy golden hour light. But yeah, the light's fading, so I'm gonna hurry back down to where I came from, Spitzingsee. It's still only Saturday. Tomorrow I was gonna find somewhere like a completely different place to go to, but if the weather's this nice, like in this area again, I might just come back here. The town's really nice as well. I've had some nice conversations with people today, a bit of small talk, as you do in the countryside. Same whether it's in England or in Germany. Nice bit of, you know, walkers talking to each other. But I did have one conversation a minute ago with some nice German ladies, mostly in German actually, and that felt quite good. Man, I don't vlog enough. My arm is so sore after holding the camera for like those 3 or 4 sentences a minute ago. I need to do some kind of exercises that keep your vlogging muscles strong up here. I had actually planned to go back to Munich that night and stay there overnight and come back out to a different spot tomorrow. But I'd had such a good time in this place and I really wanted to just stay in this like cozy and welcoming town and explore the surrounding area a bit more in the morning. And what to do in this situation definitely felt like a dilemma that deserved a little Glühwein and Google session. Sadly, as it turned out, the good weather was not staying for the next day, and it was actually more expensive to stay somewhere in this town than it was to just travel back to Munich, stay there, and then travel out again somewhere else the next day. So that's exactly what I did. It's okay, because I do have a lot of places saved that I want to visit in Bavaria, and in the morning I ventured out from Munich again to cross another one of them off, Tegensee. And I was so badly questioning that decision at first, like, why is there no snow on this side? Why is all the snow on the other side? But as usual, I just had to be patient, because with more elevation gain, it got colder and colder until I was not only surrounded by snow, but what did I see coming up other than some nasty looking translucent ice, which was giving me like extreme flashbacks. Sank a little bit further into that than I expected, but we'll roll with it. Everything's fine. There we go. I'm not gonna f my whole life up again. Or, you know, I mean, I might do. Never say never, always keep your options open, but you would hope that I don't do it in the same way twice in such a short space of time. It's just very uncreative, really, isn't it? Right, should be good to go. Ah. This is so stupid that I get to do stuff like this on the weekends. So much fun. One thing, like, I'm really happy that the spikes got me up here in one piece. Came up that whole icy slope section like a damn mountain goat, just storming up it. One thing, you know, we push on with other things that are missing from the gear list for next time. Sunglasses. It's a hard topic to solve as somebody with bad eyes, but especially on this stretch, looking down at the snow, like, it's really messing with my eyes. And I think if it wasn't so overcast right now, if there was like more sunlight on the snow, because as you can see, I'm not really looking at the camera or the sky or the trees, I'm looking at where I put my feet, obviously. So I'm just staring at the snow and I think I'm going a little bit crazy. What? Okay, I've just had my head down, climbing up here, and you know, that whole bit where I was talking to the camera, still just looking at my feet. I haven't looked backwards. Just stunning. Being up here gave my brain time to process something that I'd been feeling all weekend. There had been a certain kind of warmth in the cold,
And I had noticed that I hadn't felt trepidation or apprehension. On a certain level, you know, a bit of adventure and exploration for sure, but not the usual like discomfort and unease of the tourist. I felt home. I felt home in what is still, and maybe always will be, a foreign country. You know, I was walking past skiers and snowed under guest houses, and it was walks that I had been on last winter when I lived in the south, and it was stories that I'd heard from my family when they lived in southern Germany, and it was memories of visiting them as a kid. These scenes were kind of in my blood at this point, and I felt home. And it's moments like these that can make you forget that your train back to your actual home leaves Munich in 3 hours, and right now you're up a mountain next to the Austrian border.
I'm literally so late. Like, I needed to leave here way before now. This is a bad situation. I obviously have to be careful on the way down, but I have to do it fast.
And there was so much ice and, yeah, so much haste between me and that train that I didn't actually film anything on the way down. But, you know, I'll paint the picture for you. Here's some shots of me going up, but at double speed and in reverse. That was just what I needed. I got so lucky at the weekend, just good views and a good time. I think I tried to make space on this channel for like how privileged I am to get to do this stuff at all. But this weekend definitely took it to another level. You know, there's getting to, you know, drop into a place, get all excited, take some pictures and then leave. And then there's standing in a place this like majestic and beautiful and thinking, you know, I feel at home. I'm at home. Yeah, this is literally my home. If you'd like to visit the same places that I did, I will be putting more details in the description, and I'll post a link to the exact route that I followed on the second day. I used the app Komoot to download the route offline so that I could navigate without signal. I'd for sure recommend doing that route any time of year, but if you're going in winter, please take spikes. I really did enjoy kind of banishing those demons and not letting it hold me back. And yeah, you can see, like I took clips where the side of my shoe is like, if that was on the ice, it's just sliding all over the place. But the spikes just eat into them and it's so much fun to like crunch your way to the top. A lot of people also had trekking poles. I took one with me and I didn't feel on the way up that I needed it at all. But on the way down, to try and like compensate for the fact that I was hurrying and that's probably not safe, I did use it on the way down. I felt it was probably more of a distraction than anything. But also I am just like out of practice with using them. At the top of this route there is, if you don't spend your entire time up there getting emotional and, you know, flying a drone, there is actually a hut up there where you can stop and rest and get something to eat or something to drink. These things are like one of my favorite parts of German culture. Ooh, excuse me. Whew. Probably keep that in. I can't be bothered to say that whole sentence again. This is Diet Coke, by the way, and not coffee, because it's too late for the full caffeine right now, but I do want a little caffeine. Do you know what I mean? Am I just the only freak who thinks about these things? So excuse me for burping, but I do drink it out of here on video, so it kind of looks like a coffee. Anyway, German culture. In the place where I had the mulled wine, I actually did see another part of German culture. It was the sport where they like ski with a gun on their back and then they shoot something and then they ski off again. It's actually a real thing. That is wild. Europe is wild. I mean, like, do my parents know that I live in a country where they do this stuff? And to the German who once tried to describe this sport to me and I said that they were making it up, I'm sorry. Also, before we go, an apology to all Germans. If you've seen my videos before, you know that my previous experiences in southern Germany are all in Baden-Württemberg and not in Bavaria or Bayern. And if in this video I've like offended any Bavarians by likening your state to its less famous sibling, then I'm sorry. You know, you have to take into account that I am still like a flawed and uneducated foreigner. But honestly, other than like higher peaks and like Lewandowski's face being everywhere, what is the actual difference? I started this by apologising and I've definitely just made it worse, so I'm going to go now. Thank you so much for watching to the end. It honestly means so much. Schön, dass ihr alle da wart. Viel Spaß und auf Wiedersehen.